In this video, I want to focus on the House of Wisdom, the place of learning within the Sultanate, and then go on to look at the creations of the alchemists, such as the Takwin and the homunculus. The House of Wisdom is the preeminent centre of learning within the Iron Sultanate. Its libraries, workshops, forges, gardens of exotic and wondrous plants, hospitals and observatories are unmatched. Within its walls are mechanical marvels and weapons from far-off lands, as well as trophies captured by the Sultan's forces and brought to be examined by the learned scholars of the House of Wisdom. Philosophers and theologists debate in its chambers. Ghazal and Qasida poets compose verses describing the beauty and pain of life. Thus, it is no wonder that the house attracts the greatest minds of the age to study in its hallowed halls, from within the Sultanate and far beyond the Iron Wall. In its laboratories, guarded by the faithful Kavas, the Jabirian alchemists dissect and study the war beasts of Satan, so their weaknesses can be laid bare and exploited by the believers. At such times, the roars of pain and rage echo through the corridors of the house. To maintain a degree of independence, regardless of the royal funding, the House of Wisdom performs many services for the Sultan's armies. Their best alchemists work with the Sultanate foundries, where the great cannons of the Iron Wall are cast. Taquin creations are provided to bolster the army of those who believe, as are suits of armour and alchemical ammunition. The House of Wisdom also maintains the Sultanate fleet of airships, which both guard the realms of those who believe against enemy forces and maintain vigils over lands under darkness. They make regular excursions deep into enemy territory to witness whether the great sandstorm still covers the two holy places, reporting any news back to the Sultan. In exchange, the masters of the House of Wisdom have freedom to dispatch their own excursions and expeditions into the lands beyond the wall to seek tombs of knowledge lost in the dark and terrible days when the forces of Jahannam overran much of the Levant and great cities fell like blossoms of a jasmine flower in fiery heat. Sometimes they are journeys to capture an especially ferocious beast of the enemy. At other times they seek to capture or kill heretic alchemists, which they see as both an offence to their craft and a threat to the entire world. These journeys are exceedingly dangerous, and they are not undertaken lightly. Each alchemist dispatched on such journey is an irreplaceable loss, and since they operate under their own authority, they cannot expect direct support from the Sultan's forces. Many noble warriors have taken oaths to protect these scholars in their journeys, as well as their own Kawas bodyguards sworn to fight and die in defence of their masters. This knowledge has helped create weapons like the elixir of Al-Qidir, an extraordinary creation of the House of Wisdom. It is said that within its gardens is the hidden fountain of life that is used as an ingredient of this powerful alchemical formula. The fire shield is an invention of the Al-Jazari School of Engineering within the House of Wisdom. This shield is treated with an alchemical formula, making it highly resistant to fire weapons. It has proven its value in many desperate battles against the flame-wielding heretics. They help with the forces of the Sultan, also do the alchemists, such as the Janissaries. The Janissaries are the Sultanate's elite warriors, raised from childhood in the arts of war. Captured during raids upon the desolate northern and eastern marches beyond the Iron Wall, they are subject to rigorous martial training and indoctrination from an early age. Through spiritual and alchemical means, bound by chains unseen, their minds are carefully conditioned until they attain a complete and unwavering loyalty to the Sultan and him alone. These physical attributes are augmented by potent elixirs created by the mystic Jabirian arts. Their ornate armour is forged from the metallic formula that the alchemagi of the Sultan gleaned from the very iron wall that protects the Sultanate from their enemies. These soldiers are also protected by powerful talismans crafted by the blind thaumaturgists from the school of the meteoric omen, armed with Jazil rifles, hand mortars, blades, and a devotion carved upon their very souls. The Janissaries are formidable opponents indeed. Every alchemist must make a homunculus. It's part of 3 tests they must pass to become an alchemist. It will act as the alchemist's living tool of creation, for their hands have fine motor skills well beyond even the nimblest craftsman. Created through the Jabirian alchemy, the homunculus has no vital organs and have to be dismembered in order to kill them, and various alchemical formulas can be performed by one. You can give them wings so they move faster, make them resistant to fire, increase its size massively, increase their strength. It can be made to look like a beauty or be terrifying for the desired effect, or be given extra arms, or even eyes that can see like a bird. It can be made to be smarter, but this also makes it painfully aware of its own existence. Next up is the brazen bull. Due to the protection afforded by the iron wall, the sultanate has always maintained excellence in artillery. However, the siege guns and heavy mortars that defend those who believe on the ramparts of the wall are far too cumbersome for small expeditionary forces. Thus, in the year of 821, Sultan Bayezid III commissioned a new creature of war to act as living field artillery. To fulfill this decree, the Jabirian scientists of the Royal Artillery House have laboured for centuries to perfect the divine arts of Takwin. In their secret laboratories, they perform countless experiments, learning many precious and costly lessons in the process. They have devised many things, but no more clever or ingenious than the brazen bull, called Boga by the soldiery of the Sultanate. The bull is a monstrous being of immense power and vitality, capable of tearing even the bastard child of a devil clean in half. The Sultan's armourers equip the bull with heavy artillery that even the superhuman janissaries cannot lift. Left alone in battle, they would use a flame cannon, volley guns and holy blades blessed by the word of the great protector. Encasing its mighty frame is exquisitely decorated bronze armour of thrice hardened scales, covered in talismans of protection and the grace of the Creator. On the battlefields beyond the wall, the brazen bull is an awesome and terrifying sight. It is a single-minded, fearless walking bulwark, a tower and shield which the war parties of the Sultanate rally behind. Such is the power of their weapon that the very earth shakes with their pounding, disrupting the enemy advance even when they fail to slay their target. Amongst their weapons are a flame cannon, a great cannon that shoots a stream of alchemical fire with tremendous force. It has a tendency to overheat and ignite the skin of its artillery crew, but the mighty brazen bull used them as mere handguns. The secret formula used for the fuel of the flame cannons was gleaned from the lost Byzantine ruins and is commonly known as Greek fire. Another weapon is the Titan Zulfikar. This twin-tongued greatsword can weigh up to 300 pounds. Only the mighty brazen bull can even lift this monstrous blade, let alone wield it into combat. Its sheer weight and monomolecular sharpness cuts through even the thickest armour, when swung by the superhuman strength of the taquin monstrosity. When they are not involved in war, the brazen bull can be armed with a married shovel. They use it for public works, such as digging, canals, foundations of buildings and mining. During peacetime, while at war it is used for digging trenches, ditches and bunkers, and lastly, another taquin, the Lion of Jabir. In the fabled Sultanate of the Iron Wall, deep beneath the golden gardens of Damascus, through the cavern of the Sleeper and past the seven gates of potentiality, are the vast laboratories and metaphysical factories of the alchemists. Using the mysterious Jabirian process called taquin, the alchemists are able to create artificial life and produce all manner of strange, wondrous beasts and automatons to delight the masses of the souk and grace the gardens of the Sultan. Deeper still, in the dark and most secret reaches of the alchemy complex, past the seven hidden gates of actuality, are the sanctums where the art and science of taquin is honed to its most keen and deadly purpose. It is here that they make the dreaded Lion of Jabir. Named after the deadly hunters of the plains, the Lion of Jabir can take many forms, not all of them leonine. Each one is a unique masterwork, and they are grown according to the skills and artistry of the Jabirian scientists that created them. The esoteric arts the Alchemical employ are learned through the study of the forbidden Book of Solomon, and many alchemists are killed when their experiments fail or run amok. However, the lions are in desperate demand by the army of the Sultanate, so the program continues, regardless of cost and casualties. Creating the Lions of Jabir is extremely difficult, and there are endless variables to consider. Because of this, the lions are often malformed in some way. Though still magnificent hunters in war, their malformations often cause their existence to be one of constant physical pain and suffering. And the truly tragic cases are the lions created with human intelligence, who are racked with existential dread as they realise the horror of their unnatural origins. In battle, the lions of Jabir are deadly threats and are used as a vanguard of the host of the sultanate. The sultan himself has a hunting pack of 77 enormous lions of Jabir that guard him day and night and accompany him on the battlefield. The speed and ferocity of the lions is nearly unmatched, and some even have strange powers granted by their alchemical birth. Many have armour melded with the flesh and fashioned from alchemical metals, etched with cryptic seals and sigils, and richly embellished by the alchemist to hide the defects in their creation. So let me know what you think of this lore, and if you like this video on the Trench Crusade, why not try this one?